This is for next week's practice quiz for Sunday. That would be September 6th, I believe. And we're going to do page 31 and 32 in your book for me. If you can just video yourself doing that. Like I said before, they don't need to be perfect, but try to get them in some semblance of order. And I'm going to look at the chase here real quick. And we'll do these more in class. But just to get you started, the chase has mostly C chords here. C, and then we have a G7, C, and a G. So your right hand's basically just outlining. 1-5-1. It reminds me a lot of your piece that's coming up on the test. When it does that arpeggiation, you know, on that sonatina. Anyway, it's very similar, just go in the other direction. And the same thing on the next line's almost the same, just a little bit different chording right in through there. The etude in A minor at the bottom of the page, I'll play through these in class too. There's really nothing unusual about any of this. You should be able to read the notes fine and just practice it a little bit and then play it for me for your video. On the next page, on 32, the chorale at the top, those are always good sight reading. If you have a hymn book, it's similar to that. Those are always really good for sight reading. We have on the UDQA, this kind of thing is for your testing. So I would look at those and play through any of these. If I skip them, see if you can do them on your own. But for instance, in this one, looking at the chords again, try to look more vertically when you're playing things like this, like hymns and chorales. This is a C chord all the way through that first measure, which is in second inversion. Then we have a G major, then we have an A minor in second inversion, and an E minor. And then we have an F major, and C, C, G, C. And there is a pattern to this. It does do kind of a sequencing pattern. So when you play the right, so you can see the little 2-measure mini phrases there that are repeated, and the last one's a little extended. The bottom of the page, here's another one where we need to do the left hand as an accompaniment. So here, I'm just going to play through the melody once so you can hear it. So you can see that your right hand is just sitting in a D position. You don't need to pick it up, which is nice. Then you can kind of focus on your left hand, because this time they give you specific inversions, so we will need to play these chords in inversions or in root position as they tell us. So Roman numerals, we are in the key of D minor. So your 1 chord would be a D minor chord. Oops, sorry. Let me just go ahead and play those. So root position. And then a 4-6-4 in the key of D. G would be your 4 chord, and normally it's like this, G, B flat, D in root position, but they want it in second inversion, which is nice because it means you can go from that initial D minor to your G chord inverted, and it's a lot easier rather than jumping all over. And then the next one, a 5-6, that's be a first inversion of a 5 chord, and in this case in D minor it's an A chord. So instead of root position, we'll have it, and then that's a capital Roman numeral 5, and we'll think of these in harmonic minor all the time. So that's why my C is sharp. It's your D minor scale, and your harmonic form has that D or C sharp. Anyway, that's why that 5 chord is major. Then it goes back to D, and then the second line, we have a major 6. That's F. That's your, or wait a minute. Nope, sorry, B flat. B flat. And then just root position is fine. And 4-6 in the key of D minor, that's back to that G minor chord again, only a 6 would be just first inversion. So you remember you were on the B flat chord in measure 5. So just change the top note to a G and you've got the 4-6. And then the 5 in root, A, C sharp and E, A major, cadence to D. So we'll do that in class some more. Shouldn't be too hard. Just if you have any questions on these, if I've gone too fast or skipped over something, just let me know. You can email me anytime and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. So thank you.